Hey guys, it's Generalkidd here. How's everyone doing today? So, for today's video, well, if you didn't know, Noble Team from Halo Reach has actually been, well, hiding in Halo 4 this whole time since they supposedly died at the end of Halo Reach. Now, as you know, Halo 4 does feature other Spartans besides Master Chief. You got some bigger characters like Sarah Palmer, but you also have like those generic Spartans. But as it turns out, hidden in the game files of Halo 4, particularly on one of the Spartan Ops missions, are leftover models from Halo Reach for all of Noble Team, except for George. So, of course, for today's video, we'll be taking a closer look at Noble Team and how they are in Halo 4. Hold it right there. Before we get to today's video, have you ever taken down the Demon Lord yet? Crushed you guys kill him, ascended the Doom Tower? What about fighting against millions of real players in the arena? No? Well, now you can do all that because it's time to raid. With hundreds of artifacts equipped and over 500 champions plus with unique skills, you can build your own dream team, develop your champions, and raid your way. Use my links below to download Raid for your phone or PC. What I personally like about this game is the huge amount of choice we get when it comes to champions we can use and the skills they have. There's so many unique champions, and finding the right combination for your team is a fun and rewarding challenge. Raid just hit their 2-year anniversary with lots of anniversary events and tournaments going on right now. If you're quick, you might still be able to catch some of these events and get your hands on free gifts and rewards. You might even be able to get involved in the very first ever Clan vs Clan tournament. Raid also just released the first batch of the Shadowkin faction, a brand new faction inspired by traditional Asian folklore characters with some amazing looking champions to get. On top of that, they've got some huge updates coming later in the month, including a new Doom Tower rotation with 2 tough new bosses. If you want to get a head start in Raid, all you have to do is just hit the link in the description below or scan the QR code right here. New players will get a free epic champion Jotun, 100,000 silver, 50 gems, and 3 ancient shards to summon awesome champions in-game. I mean, just look at this cool champion you get for free. You will find your extra rewards here in your inbox for the next 30 days only. You can find me in-game under the name Generalkidd, and if you're quick enough, you can even join my clan. It's that easy. Just click the link in the description below, and I'll see you in-game. Alright, so without any modding, Noble Team in the game files is normally found on Spartan Ops, particularly on missions that take place on this particular map. This is actually the map that's used in the very first mission of Spartan Ops, so it's a easy way to check this out. And I actually made a modded map, which I guess I could release if people are interested. If you guys want to play Spartan Ops with Noble Team as your squad at the beginning, then I could totally release this mission. But the armor details are still pretty. The quality is still actually pretty good. The only issue is that on this mission, well, no matter like which mission you bring them onto, even with modding, they don't have any armor colors. It's just same color, and for some reason it's not as easy to fix, but this is what they look like by default when you spawn them in Halo 4. So anyways, these Spartans in Halo 4, they are essentially left over from Halo Reach. They're exactly the same from Halo Reach. They haven't been modified in any way, shape, or form for Halo 4, because Halo 4 is essentially built off of Halo Reach. It wasn't some like new engine built from scratch that everything was created from the ground up. It basically, it built off of Halo Reach's engine, which Halo Reach itself was also built off of Halo 3's engine, and so on. Each Halo game does build off the previous Halo game's engine. Only in this case, it seems a lot of stuff was left over from Halo Reach. A lot of assets, which if you saw one of my previous videos about weapons and vehicles you normally can't use in Halo 4, there were a lot of like Halo Reach weapons and vehicles that were still left over from Reach, but are still accessible in game and still work for the most part. Now, like I said, George isn't available. His model's not available in this game, but his chain gun still is available. But we just don't have his model for Spartan to use it. But anyways, as you can see, Noble Team, they are only their models exist. They actually don't have any AIs. So to get them to work on this mission, I actually gave them the regular Spartan AIs, the generic Spartan AIs that you see on some missions in campaign and Spartan Ops. So that works, and I don't really think it matters. In case you're wondering, they also don't have any dialogue. They're not gonna like talk like Carter and June. They're not gonna say anything. Now in the game files, they actually are named a little bit differently than regular Spartans. They're not just like just the model left over. They actually have like their own biped tags and everything. They're actually called like Midnight Spartans in the game files, which apparently, based on what I read out there, Midnight apparently was an early code name for Halo 4. I'm actually not entirely sure about that, and I haven't been able to verify that, but apparently early in development it was called Midnight, and thus the Spartans were called Midnight Spartans for some reason. So again, I'm not entirely sure about that, so don't quote me on that. That's just what I've heard and read, and I'm not entirely positive on that on early Halo 4 development. But that is actually what they are called in the game files, which is Midnight Spartans, and they contain all the variants for Noble Team, as well as a few other variants. There's also like a variant of a Mio that doesn't have a knife on the chest, and I think there's I think it's called like Comic-Con version of the Spartans, which I'm actually not entirely sure what the purpose of that version of the Spartan is, but it's still in there, and pretty much all the variants of the Spartan biped still exists in Halo 4, but obviously the most notable ones are the ones of Noble Team. Now, in case you're wondering why George isn't in this, that's because George, he has a separate biped in Halo Reach. He doesn't have the same like the same body as all the other Spartans do. All the other Spartans, they share the same biped or the same body. It's just different variants of the same body. But George, he's unique. He had to have his own special biped. So that's why he's not in this game. But yeah, so there you guys have it. That is where Noble Team has been hiding this whole time. They've actually been in Halo 4, except for George. But anyways, hopefully you guys found this video to be interesting. And if you did enjoy it, then as always, make sure to leave a like. And of course, if there's anything else you may check out or look into, then as always, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll definitely do my best to check it out when I get the chance. But aside from that, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all next time. Bye guys!